We had to give medication that makes you so sick, but you have to do it because otherwise the seizures don't stop.
That was local mother Jennifer Bertram a year ago this month, standing next to Governor Walker as he signed what would become known as Lydia's Law into effect. That law allows cannabis oil to be used as treatment for children with seizures. It was named for 7-year-old Lydia Schaefer of Burlington, who suffered from severe seizures and died less than a month after the bill was signed.
But as CBS 58 found out, even though it's been on the books for more than a year, it doesn't mean all the kids in need of the treatment are getting it. CBS 58's Sandra Torres is live with more on another family's continuing struggle. Sandra.
Mike and Michelle, this Milwaukee family has been struggling, and they do tell me that they've reached a tipping point and that they have no choice but to move to Colorado and leave Wisconsin in order to get the treatment their daughter needs.
Today is a good day for Lily.
You gonna play? What did you find?
Like any 4-year-old, she's playing with her favorite toys.
You're gonna take it that way?
But at any second, she could experience multiple seizures.
It's just a constant struggle of we never know when the next seizure is going to strike.
It's all because of a rare disease called Dravet syndrome.
Dravet syndrome is a catastrophic form of epilepsy. It's very rare, 1 in 40,000 kids.
Doctors have tried giving her several seizure medications, but none of them have worked.
We don't know if that next seizure is going to be the seizure that ends her life. We're sort of forced to move basically to be able to get her access to the CBD oil, which is known to stop seizures in kids with Dravet.
The cannabis oil treatment is legal in Colorado, so the family decided they're going to move there.
Even with Lydia's Law being signed by the governor, it's still with the stipulation in it. None of our kids have seen CBD oil legally yet. I think it's ridiculous that we have to. I think it's ridiculous that this is even a question.
And while they're having a hard time selling all of their belongings to raise money for the big move, they believe it's worth it.
I can only begin to dream like how awesome she's going to be when she's not seizing every day.
And the family plans on continuing having this moving sale for another week or so. Their goal is to be in Colorado, hopefully by May 1st. If you'd like to help, just go to our website, cbs58.com, and look under news links for more information. Live on Milwaukee's East Side, Sandra Torres, CBS 58 News.
Sandra, thank you.
2 months ago, we introduced you to a Wisconsin family that moved to Colorado to save their daughter's life.
Families across the country are making this journey just so they can get their hands on a medical marijuana treatment that controls severe seizures. CBS 58's Sandra Torres and photographer Brian Urbanek traveled to Colorado to follow up with the family. It's a story you'll only see here on CBS 58.
More than 1,000 miles away from home, in this magnificent land where the mountains meet the plains, Vicki Pletka and her partner Rosie found their hope for their 4-year-old daughter.
Coming to Colorado has given us Lily.
It was 2 months ago when they went on a desperate journey from Wisconsin to the Centennial State to save Lily.
So many people have done the same thing. You know, they've journeyed here to save their family member or their child.
Lily suffers from Dravet syndrome, a catastrophic form of epilepsy.
You really realize how long 30 seconds is when your child is seizing?
30 to 50. That's how many seizures she would have a day.
And think about seeing your child blue and not breathing and praying and hoping for those moments when, okay, come on, just start breathing, like you can do this.
Doctors prescribed Lily every medication possible to control the seizures, but nothing worked.
We really didn't know if we would have her the next day. Like, I can't even think about that without crying.
Good. That feeling of helplessness brought them to Colorado to try a medication that has proved to work for some and is legal and accessible there.
Is that your hope?
Yeah. A medication that is solely based in one compound of these marijuana plants.
You've been, raised your whole life to think these were these bad plants. But I don't look at them like that. Those plants are saving my daughter's life.
It's called CBD oil.
It's about 75 pounds, thousands of bottles of oil.
Jason Cranford is a botanist that now manufactures and distributes CBD oil in Colorado for medical marijuana patients like Lily.
In the long run, this is a much safer substance to give a child than a chemical that's destroying your organs.
Push, push, push.
About a month ago, Lily began taking 2 doses of CBD oil a day.
You got it in, you did it.
6 days after the first dose, the family began noticing the changes.
It's been like night and day with her. Went 13 days with no seizures. Even the days that she's having seizures, they're very small, short.
Even better, they're watching Lily develop faster than expected.
She's been eating on her own. Everything, like every different spectrum of her is like just growing so much.
She's talking.
I got fried.
Like, do you hear that? I would stop and look at her, and did she just say that to me?
Is that real?
It all still seems very surreal.
I didn't think that something could be that good and not be available everywhere.
But what matters is that for now, CBD oil is working for Lily.
She's 4 to us now. She's not so, we don't feel like we have to bubble her.
And although they miss home,
We miss Milwaukee.
they plan on staying in Colorado until the state of Wisconsin allows for manufacturing and cultivation of the plant so that Lily can have access to her treatment.
We know it's working, so now I couldn't consciously take her back and take her off of that and go through that again.
Feel better now, feel better now.
But if the law that they have in place now was fixed, then we could go home sooner.
Feel better now.
The family firmly believes their journey to Colorado was worth it, but they are struggling financially, facing an eviction from their apartment in Colorado Springs. And they're not alone. Hundreds of medical marijuana refugees are enduring similar challenges there. And tomorrow we show you an in-depth look at this movement in the Centennial State and how one local organization is providing assistance.
Sandra Torres reporting, whatever you feel about the substance, hard not to be moved by a young girl who is now smiling and happy.
And I think Sandra's hope is just to keep the conversation going.
Absolutely.
Don't have to make a decision, just be open-minded and be sure to tune into the report tomorrow.
Colorado so she could get medical marijuana treatment, but this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for one local organization just outside of Denver. CBS 58's Sandra Torres, photographer Brian Urbanek visited the farm and shows us how these medical marijuana refugees are finding new hope.
By just walking through these farm fields in Longmont, Colorado, you never know what's growing on the ground. But once you take a closer look, it's clear.
And so we have 20 rows right here. So there's roughly 10,000 plants in this field.
10,000 marijuana plants, all cultivated with one goal in mind: transform each one of them into an oil that has medicinal purposes.
It's just a growing industry because people are starting to figure out that it really works.
Jason Cranford firmly believes it works because he has seen the benefits it provides to ill patients.
Not only does it help alleviate the symptoms of epilepsy, it helps with Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, any type of neurological problem.
That's why 10 years ago he began his journey to save lives.
I just flew under the radar for years, only helping people that were close to me and through word of mouth with the CBD genetics that I was breeding and creating.
A mission that resulted in the creation of the Flowering Hope Foundation.
Medicine, that's right.
The group facilitates access to medical marijuana treatments. It even helps cover the cost of it, depending on the family's income.
Everybody asks me that, what got me into this, why I do this, and I'm like, because I see these children, the special needs children, and I look at my healthy children, and it's almost not fair. Yeah, so I just do what I can to help.
The Flowering Hope Foundation currently helps 200 families in Colorado.
They're all over the country.
And the latest numbers show that overall there are now more than 112,000 active patients with access to the treatment.
Dad, go!
Patients like 4-year-old Lily from Milwaukee, Wisconsin,
Walking.
and 5-year-old Haley Cox from Georgia.
Haley was in ICU when I met her, and she was basically on her deathbed, and they had only given her a few months to live or something.
That's why Cranford named the CBD oil strain after Haley.
It was just a hard story. So I let her name this. So I let her name the strain after her daughter. It's horrible that we can't do it all over the country. Like, we have to make these people uproot themselves and move, leave their homes behind, their jobs, their family, their support groups.
Cranford says that's what drives his mission, but it won't stop in Colorado.
I think in Wisconsin, they need to allow manufacturing and cultivation. Otherwise, not only are they putting the parents at risk, the state's at risk.
He wants to set an example so that other states see the impact that medical marijuana is making in people's lives.
I never suspected in a million years that something that I did would have an impact on so many lives.
You got this. An impact on patients like Lily.
We love him. We have so much respect for him. He gave us our little girl, yes, he gave us her.
It's important to point out that Wisconsin does have a law allowing cannabis oil to be used as treatment for children with seizures. But until the state allows for manufacturing and cultivation here, Lily will have to stay in Colorado with her family.
While we know Lily is responding well to the treatment, we just learned today a new setback. Late last night, Lily fell, hit her head. She now has fluid in her brain, and while she was released from the hospital last night, she still may require surgery. We will be sure to keep you updated on her condition. In the meantime, for more information on Lily's story, go to our website, CBS.